Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone doing today? As you know, I'm still detained in a mental institution. Maybe I behave very bad. Who knows? And the last video I made, I was telling you that they were transferring me to another ward in a hospital, another area in a mental institution. So they did on a Friday. I got transferred around 1 p.m. I believe it was 1 p.m. just after. I got transferred to the ward Whelm. And I'm here. This is my bedroom, and I am taking the meds, which is keeping me well. And yeah, things are going smoothly. I got some time out, so I can go into the city center, which is very close to the hospital, to do some shopping, banking, and take care of business as usual. Of course, I must go escorted. It means that I have to go to someone who works in a hospital, a member of staff, not a nurse, but assistant, one of those assistants. And I did. I went out twice, 3 times, I think. Hold on. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So, but I am recording this video now because I'm going to say something very strange that happened to me last night. Last night, as usual, I went to bed about 10:30, 11 o'clock in here in the hospital. And this staff assistant came in and shine a torch, because they usually shine a torch. It's abuse. It's psychological abuse, because they know we are sleeping, because they can see from here. I'll show you. Can you see? You can see from here. Can you see? And I leave this open. Look, if I close now, you cannot see nothing. But if I open this, you can see. So they can see whether the person is sleeping or awake. They can. But they decide to shine a torch in somebody's, eyes. Honestly, that's psychological torture. So, the first time this person came in, opened the door, I was like, hi. And saw that I was awake. So the person left. And then I got up. I was like, oh no, wake me up. So I got up, blah, blah, blah. And I watched a little bit. I watched a little bit of my movie, because I was watching a movie. So I watched a little bit of the movie. And then I thought, because, I was nearly sleeping. But the person came, shined the torch on my face. And I tried to open the bedroom. I don't know why. I said, hi, I'm still awake. I don't know. It's very strange. Remember, most incidents happen in hospital, isn't it? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So, and then the person went away. So, I woke up, I was like, I was nearly sleepy. Now I'm kind of awake. So I got up, I put the phone on, started watching the rest of the movie that I left to watch this morning. And anyway, I watched a little bit, and then this is, I felt sleepy. So I thought, now I'm going to sleep. So I went to sleep. In the middle of the night, I think it was already 80 hours in the morning. The same person came back, checked if I was awake, because I think I had left the thing down. But I checked, and then opened the door and was getting into the bedroom. Okay, I know the person. I saw her face. So I was like, good morning. And then the person closed the door quick and then run. You see? Why she did that was a she, by the way, was a female. Why she did that? Why did she run twice when she was trying to get into my bedroom? Why? Why? First question. If I have a position in hospital as some care or something like that, and I'm told to check the patient, and I'm trying to open one, because you see, the bedroom doors is unlocked from inside. Can you see? Let me show you. There, you see? So for them to access the door, they have to get a key from the outside here to open. Can you see? So why did she run away the first time, and then she came back, and then when I said good morning, I said, oh, was it still dark though? It's still quite dark, by the way. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what time it was, but it's still dark. And then I said good morning, and then she locked the bedroom door and boom went. Do you know what I'm saying? Question though, if this person was a she, if she had nothing to hide, why did she walk away twice? Do you not think it's weird? I mean, if it was me, I would say, oh, sorry, I just walked because I thought, to check in. But she ran. She just very strange, isn't it? And my senses say that she came to my bedroom to do some harm to me. Hey, I don't believe anymore in paranoia. Paranoia was a word created by the people who likes to do evil with other people, and that the six senses, or six senses actually, so 6 senses, knows that the person is going to harm them, and they call it paranoia. There is no such a thing as paranoia. It's your biological machine telling you you are in danger. Alert, alert, alert. I knew this person was going to harm me, in some ways. Okay, it's very easy to harm somebody when they're sleeping, and especially when they're sedate with drugs from the psychiatrist, isn't it? You know what I mean? Somebody sedate. But Jesus, this person thought just because he said I was not a Christian anymore that I stopped praying. No, I pray more than I have ever prayed before, because now I don't have an institution to tell me what to do. Now I go straight to the source, Jesus Christ. So this person was crazy, because she thought just because I posted 3 weeks ago that I'm not a Christian anymore, that I left my faith. No, I still have faith. I still believe that Jesus can protect us 24/7. She ran twice from my bedroom. She came to do me harm. I know she did. But what do? I pray to Jesus. I pray to Jesus, and that he protects me from evil. That's what it says. Okay? Don't stop praying. Don't stop believing Jesus. I'm not a Christian because Jesus was not Christian. Okay? Put that in your head. But if you want to continue to be a Christian, by all means. So last night was very, thank you, Jesus. He gave me twice livramentos during the night from this evil vessel. What is operating inside of this person, this vessel, is evil. Anyways, I'm not going to say who was and blah, 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 because I know. So, but I thank you very much to Jesus to protect me, because I knew this person was going to harm me. Remember, I was sedated. They gave me the medication, so the medication sedated us a little bit, but with the power of Jesus, I woke twice, when this person came to harm me. And remember, there is no paranoia. Paranoia was a word manipulated by the powers being, the elite, to describe what your 6 senses feeling, which is dangerous, alert. You are in perigo, trouble. Okay? All right. But anyways, I'm still here. I am doing great, I'm doing very good. Actually, I'm doing champion. Yesterday, I went to do some shopping. I did some shopping, some retail therapy. which is good. I bought some stuff, things that make us happy during, things that makes us happy for a few seconds, material things. And of course, by night it was very disturbing because this person is trying to get into my bedroom to harm me. But Jesus always is a faithful as faithful can be. And I got protected last night. So tonight is another night. I see what's going to happen tonight. But remember always to pray to Jesus for protection. Okay? All right. Don't forget, okay? Because evil is going crazy. The woman ran from my bedroom twice last night. Twice. Okay? But who was standing in front of my bedroom? Jesus. She couldn't enter. She will never enter in my bedroom again. Anyways, today's Sunday, the 9th. Isn't it the 9th? It's a good day to celebrate life and the life abundantly. Yeah? Prospering life with dignity, with respect, with love above all. This woman lacked love last night. Somebody gave her some money to harm me, but my beautiful Jesus Christ, my angel Jesus Christ is my everything, protect me as usual. She going to be in trouble. She had her just last night, but she didn't succeed. Now, if she's come back to the world, I have to look at her in the face because I know who she is. I'm not going to say anything anymore. Anyway, whatever you are in the world, have fun. Trust in the Most High. Don't lose your faith, okay? I haven't lost my faith. I said I'm not a Christian because Jesus wasn't Christian, okay? He was Jesus wasn't even kind of Jewish religion. He came to make us free, give us freedom. Something that we have never experienced before because of the religious system at that time. Jesus is freedom, people. It's freedom of expression, freedom of thinking, freedom of living. Of course, harm no one. Harm no one. And if you are carnivorous and the vegetarians like, oh, you harm animals, that's another different story. I'm not going there because I'm super carnivorous. Okay? So let's not go to talk about fundamental in food. I'm talking about in people, If you are carnivorous, you might harm some animal because you want the meat. But there's ways to do that. We're going to explain it here in another video. Anyways, I wish all of you a smashing, amazing, extraordinary, amazing Sunday. I love you all. My people know by my name. I am the deusa Zelda Conceição.